turning kick. So we're going to turn sideways because it's designed for forward motion, side motion. So primarily here, as I mentioned many times, we're going to bring it this way. So turn sideways, we've got the hands up. For those that know, you can use an L stance or just start side on. We're taking the heel to the buttocks and the same motion as that front kick on a different plane. So we come in, and go, and go, and go. One more. And we're going to change the legs over. And with this leg here, so go in, and with the buttock, going around. And go, and go. Two more, and one. Okay, what we're going to do, before we start changing all the kicks, we're going to do a few of these kicks slow motion. Now, we mentioned many times before, if you find your balance is uneasy, just hold on to something like the back of a chair, or even place your handle against the wall, just so you stay stability. If you're comfortable with that, then we can do it. But what we're doing is we're going to bring the heel to the buttock, and we're going to take it round and slowly, and bring it back. You only have to do a couple of these to realise what muscles are working and how. So we're coming up, and coming around, and one more. Okay, we're going to shake it off. Let's not get too stiff on this one. So a couple of fast ones, or fast with a few on speed. Let's go on, and go, and go, and let's try and do the same thing. We're going to go on the side, we're going out, and we're going out, and we're going out. One more, and let's shake it off. And go, and go. One more. Good. The side kick is designed for a side on motion. So you get attacked from the side, we're going to pick the knee and toes up in the front, and going out to the side. Oops. And again, so we're going to pick it up, going out. I'm going to take it to the front for yourself here so you can see it from side profile. So we've got, so we're doing normal speed. So knee and toes up, and we're going straight out. If you want to allow the standing foot to turn out, that's fine. Keep your hands up, straight to camera. And go, and go, and go. One more. We're going to do a few slowly. So picking it up, and pressing it out. Good. And again, picking it up. Keep your balance and your weight on your standing leg. And one more. And let's shake it off. Let's shake it off. One more. And we're going to go the other way. So when we talk about keeping yourself here, if I extend any further than the leg, then I'll take the hip off the standing leg. So keep the weight on the back leg. Or keep hold of the chair. The leg, knee and toes up, going straight out to the camera. And we're going up to the camera. And going out. And one more. Normal speed. And go. And go. Let's go a couple of slow ones. Pick it up. And slow and deliberate. And it's the only time you want to totally lock out all the joints, but not when you're going fast. You don't want to overextend the knee joints. One more. And let's shake it off. And go. And go. One more. Good, good, good. Right. One, it's not so easy doing it as a downward kick. Not so easy to do slow motion. The idea, pick the leg up and go outwards. So you come to the side of the body, drop it onto the collarbone, the chest area here, or come inwards with the same principle. Hands up. So the leg's going to come up, go out, come down. So it's going to be in this kind of motion. And go, and go, and go. One more. The way we're going to slow it down, it's on the pull down. The acceleration is on the pull down. If we want to try and contain the technique, try and control the leg, we're going to try to control the pull down. So we're going to go up and slow it down. And go up and slow it down. And one more. Up and slow it down. Let's shake it out. Normal speed. Let's go. That's it. Nice and nice. One more. Good. We're going with the other leg. It's easy to take it off the back and swing it through. So we're going to go up, normal speed to start with, up and around. We can go in, we're going to go out. So up and down, height to suit. Don't work his knee height. Flexibility improves kicking ability, but not always necessary. Let's try the pull down. So up and up and up. One more up. And let's carry on. Normal speed, let's shake it off. So up and down. That's good. Up and down. Two more. And one. Okay, last kick before we start some hand techniques. We're going to do the hook kick. Now the turning kick is designed to go in with the foot. Now if I need to go to the other side of the target, I'm going to come back with the heel. And a few other techniques derive and expand on from this motion. So from a side-on position, we're coming up and bring it across. A couple of normal speed, that's nice and loose. So across, and again, across, and again, across. One more, and let's try it a little bit slower. And again, 2, and 3, and one more. 4. Good. Let's give you some rest. We're going to do a few hand techniques. We've got the hands up today. We're going to do lighter, faster, sharper techniques. Not necessarily power techniques, but more what we use in our spine. So from there, we're going to have the hands up. From there, we're going to just jab out with our lead hand. So jab, and jab, and jab, and jab. Jab, same arm, same up, same leg. So everything being equal, it will get there first. We're going to follow up with the backhand. So the opposite hand, we're going to cross it over. So jab and cross. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, one more, 1, 2. When you do drills like this, do make sure you change over. We want to be equal on both sides. So lead on, so it can be jab. We're going to follow 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, one more, 1, 2. Really good. The next one we're going to do is an outer forearm high block. So we're going to come down with that block. We're going to come down this way. So obviously blocking some sort of leg attack. If you get the right side of the leg for the right kick. So we come down here, coming down here, and we're also going to go up, and we're going to come back to this a little bit later. Right, from there, what we're now going to go work on is the reverse knife hand strike. So we done the other day, if we go outwards with the knife hand, but we're going to come inwards with reverse knife hand. So from shoulder to head, coming in off the backhand, in off the front hand, in off the backhand, front hand. So shoulder to head, so it's not a massive wind-up technique. So just come in, forward. It's like a 7 shape, forward and in, in, in. We've got 2 more. 1 and 2. Good. And the last single technique we're going to work is the back fist strike. So we're going in to attack with the inward motion, and we're going to go outwards with the back fist. So we punch with the forefist, and we strike with the back fist. So from there, these power techniques I'll come back and really emphasise it, just for training. Here we're going to go forwards, so it's in an arc fashion. This comes in an arc fashion, this comes in an arc fashion. So to yourselves, and aim for your own head if you're doing it in front of the mirror, or you film yourself. Great way to see how your performance is doing. So obviously you can see how I'm doing on this, even though if I haven't woken up totally the hips. But again, when you warm up, you'll be able to improve a little bit more. But check yourself. Best tool of use. and forwards about backwards. Forwards about backwards, forwards about backwards, forwards about backwards. 2 more, and 1. And with the other hand, so again I'm taking off the lead hand, we're going round, and again I'm not going back from a guard. So if I'm square up to a partner here, and we're training, if I go backwards, I'm showing what I'm doing, I'm going forwards. So to yourself, forwards, forwards, so slightly leaning forward but rolling back, forward. So on a slight bounce but soft. And again, same thing, soft in the elbow, we're not making it sore or restricted. Right, one more drill we're going to do before we go to a break for yourself. And that's these blocks we was doing earlier. So we're going to have the hand by the chin. So Harry blocks, single arm blocks, power blocks, 2 arm. So from there, what I'm going to do with that right arm, I'm going to go up here. And this one we're going to call 1. And 1. And 1. Now you can block as quick as you can punch. So similar muscles, again, it's just different direction. Let's go 1. And 1. And 1. The other hand's going to be 2. And 2. And 2. And 2. 1, 2. 1 and 2. And 1, 2. 1, 2. One more. 1, 2. We've got number 3 coming down here. So 3, and again, we're not locking out the arms. Our 4's here. So we're going 3 and 4, and 3 and 4, 3 and 4. One more. 3 and 4. Right, those that train, we know what's coming next. What I'm going to do is call out one of those numbers. So 1's going to be there, 2's going to be there, 3's going to be there, 4's going to be there. See how many you get right. Right, go 1, 2, 3, 4. Done it easy, that one, so not all going to be that easy. Let's go 3, 4, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, and 2. Good. Hope you kept up with that. What we're going to do now is just put a couple of combinations together. So throw 2 numbers out, see how quick you can get them. Easy to start with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 4, 4, 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2. Good. Again, a little bit more complicated on that one. And again, just for a bit of fun there. What we're going to do now is give you a breather, go to a quick BT, and we'll come back and put some combinations together.
And we would like to challenge Harry the champion at the 26th challenge.
It's 10 o'clock, it's an hour until Taekwondo, so I've got a bit of time to fill, so let's give it a try.
Hello there, Harry Wakeling here. Just want to start off by saying thank you, Charlie Hayes, for taking up my 26 challenge with the 26 press-ups, 26 sit-ups.
and Charlie, and Paul. Right. What I've asked before, and again, it'd be great for you guys. So some of you have seen that one before, and I can't watch it enough. It's great fun. So I'd love to see some of your short clips. So don't have anything on with that one. So if you want to put something in, your children training in the garden, or practicing in their folders, or even just following along with us on here. So again, if you want to put a short video, or some of your stills, send them to the Cargin at cargin.com or cargin@gmail.com. Either one will come through, and we can actually get you involved with this. So YouTube, YouTuber, hey, sounds good. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to go through some of those combinations, and we're going to boom in different deliveries. So we're going to start with hands up. When we go back to that jam cross, and then a quick reminder on that, as you do the one hand, the other one comes back, in your guard, covering your jaw on the side of the jaw. Okay, so make sure you keep yourself covered. Right, what we're going to do, just start with 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 more, 1, 2. We're now going to lunge just with the front leg, go a lot closer, and bring it forward. So go 1, 2, bring it back. 1, 2, bring it back. 1, 2, bring it back. 1, 2, good. And again, this time what we're going to do, we're going to take the front leg forward, then the back leg. So as quick as that. Hands are moving, the feet are moving, keep the weight soft, lift the weight, so it's kind of 1, 2, and then bring it back. So you go front leg, front leg, front leg. So as if you're on a bungee rope. 1, 2, bring it back. 1, 2, 1, 2, bring it back. 1, 2, bring it back. One more. 1, 2, bring it back. Now this depends on the distance you have. So we've got space as I have here. We're going to double lunge. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, bring it back. It's like a dance class, doesn't it? But we're punching with it. We don't punch in class dances. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it back. Bring it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it back. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's great for practicing lighter movements. So if you're stomping, then try and lift the weight. Bring it back. 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you haven't got the space to do it, on the spot. Good. But just changing the weight also does the same work. Keep it nice and light. 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, from there, next one we're going to do is we're going to do a front kick, do the double punch. So if we take off the front leg, you don't use much space. Front kick, 2, 3. Now listen to your breathing. So if you go 1, 2, 3, it's gapping. If you're gapping, you could be having to defend in that gap. So 1, 2, 3. If you've got the weight in the back leg, I'll do it to the side for you. 1, 2, 3. This didn't shift, so it makes it quicker and lighter for you. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3. 1 more. 1, 2, 3. You've got the space, you can take off the back leg. 1, 2, 3. So it's all variable to your space to where you're training. Got a nice big kitchen that you're training in. Hey ho. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. What we're going to do, we're going to go back to the front leg and follow up after the punch, the second punch. So we're going to go front kick. As that lands, that comes in. We're turning the body for the punch, and this back leg's now going to come round with that turning kick. If you're not comfortable with a turning kick, put another front kick in there. But the timing, so what I do it with front kicks this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. You listen to your breathing. My breathing's my counting. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know that because you can't counter breathing. And go 1, 2, 3, 4. This time I'm going to put turning kick. You can stick with the front kick if you wish. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And again, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Again, you can try and change that round and practice the other side. So do practice both sides. It makes life a lot easier. You can't decide where someone's going to attack you or one leg's better than the other. Okay. In some styles, they stick to one-sided. That's great, until they get turned. Right. This time, what we're going to do, we're going to go side kick. We're going to do that reverse knife hand and follow up afterwards. So initially, I'm going to take up the front leg. So we're going to do a side kick. Now, as the body lands, I'm coming off the back hand. Okay. So we're going to side kick, reverse knife hand. Let's go side kick, reverse knife hand. Side kick, reverse knife hand. So I'll let the natural body movement turn around. You can go 1, 2 if you wish. We're going to take off the back. Let's go side kick, reverse knife hand. Go 1, 2. Let's go 1 more. 1 and 2. We're going to follow it up with a punch with the other hand. See where the hand's coming back. So I'll take off the front leg. We'll do a few off the back leg in a minute for those who've got space. If not, stick to the front leg. So side kick, 2, 3. Okay, side kick, 2, 3. Let's speed up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. For those that want to take off the back leg, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Again, just keep your hands central. Right. Again, what all this is to give you ideas, thoughtful ideas. And again, if you're on the channel, if you're on our site, then you can watch this again and practice the ones that you need to work a little bit more. Or practice the other way around, we haven't done today. Right, from there, this time it's just hand techniques. We're going to come in for a back fist strike to the head. So lunging straight forward, whether we do static or lunging. 1, 1. Now we're going to the head. Temple into the jaw, side of the jaw. So 1, dropping down to the solar plexus in the chest, and bring it back there. So let's go 1, 2. Go 1, 2. Notice where the hands are coming back. 1, 2. One more. 1, 2. So it's high and middle. We're going to go back fist, punch, and this one's going to come in that reverse knife hand we mentioned earlier. So I'm going one side of the head, down to the chest, down to the other side of the head. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Let's speed it up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. We're going to change it in this one. Okay, so again, obviously you can change it all on the other one, but once you start getting a rhythm, it flows, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You always want to build it up. Get it going correctly, rather than just merging the hands in a dance movement. 1, 2, 3. Let's start speeding up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is where you want to miss every other one out if we're going too fast for you. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Good, good, good. Right, from there, we're going to do that downward kick. Now, the idea of the downward kick, you're aiming for the collarbone, the chest area, or actually just moving target. So we're going to come downwards, and then we're going to punch, punch. Now, from the time that finishes, me starting the punch is too long, too long. So if they block, evade, they can come straight back before we do. So we want to shorten that kick. So whilst that kick leg's done the target, which is about here, from there to there is dead time. That's when we want to start punching. So we're going to 1, 2, 3. Okay, while you're practicing, we can do what we've done earlier. Pull the leg, slow the leg down after you hit the target, and then you can start building it up in speed. So 1, 2, 3. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 2 more with that leg. And 1 more. Good. So then sometimes I run up and down, sometimes I arc it. So again, it's great to put the variety in there for you. Off that leg. Now we're going to go inwards on this one. So we're coming inwards, but it's the same motion. We're coming inwards and then punching. So get your hands up, keep them up, and that's the secret to keep it flowing. So 1, 2, 3. And again, 1, 2, 3. And again, 1, 2, 3. And again, let's go 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Good, good, good. Excellent work today. Right, from there, what we're going to do is just one last one before we go to the fitness aspect, if you're not puffing enough already. Right, the last one we're going to go is purely and simply, we're going to use the same arm up and down the body. So I'm going high punch, low punch. So I'll keep myself in. So 1 and 2. So I'm going head, chest, nose, umbilicus. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. One more. 1, 2. Good. And again, ideally it's great to change hands over. Sometimes the opportunity is there. Same time, yeah, oh, we can go straight back in there. 1, 2. Do you know what I mean? We've got to change the body. And again, keep it nice and low. And excuse me, once you start developing that one up, 1, 3. So go 1, 2, 3. Good. And it's just nice, like, speed it up. Okay. One more. Good. Hope you kept up with that. I hope it's not too fast for you, but as I did mention, when it gets too fast, you miss everyone out. Going to go on to the next aspect. this is a junction we go into our fitness aspects. Mrs. Moss is going to take you through some exercises. Do make sure you go to your own pace. I say this every time, but I don't want you feeling dizzy. If you do, sit out. So if you want to take a breather at some stage, rest it and come back to it. If you want to keep it going or maybe increase it, go to your own pace. Mrs. Moss is going to go through three different levels. It'll be beginner level, introduction level, intermediate and senior. I'll pass you straight over to Mrs. Moss.
Morning everybody on this Friday morning, nice to see you all again with us. Okay, we're going to work the core today, we're starting off with. Some of you have done this before, some of you haven't. It's what we call the plank. So making sure that those shoulders are directly level with your wrists, taking your feet out, the ball of the feet, and just holding it there. If that's too much, take it down onto your elbows and just holding it there, try and keep your tummy off the floor. If you can't quite manage all that, then just do it from this position, okay? So you pick which one. The more advanced of you, actually, you can do what we call the walking plank. So down onto the elbows, back up onto your hands. You choose, timer's on, when we're ready, go. So just holding it there. You might want to sing a little tune to yourself while you're concentrating. Hold it there, holding it, keep breathing, keep breathing. If it gets too much, just rest it out.
Halfway.
And then join back in. Just hold it there. Breathe. Breathe. Keep going. If you're doing the walk in, it's too much. Just hold it in this position.
3, 2, 1, and that's 30 seconds.
Good work. So well done. That's not an easy one. So well done, people. Okay, we're going to work on the legs. Again, you can do this from standing. You can hold a wall or the back of the chair, but what we're going to do this time, get your leg to the however high you can hold it. Up here, better still. If not, see, I need a chair. And what we're going to do this time, we're just going to pulse it up and down, up and down. Those that can, on your knees and hands, leg out to the side, and we're just going to pulse it, okay? This week, Master Moss is going to let us know when it's 15 seconds, then we can switch legs. When we're ready, up we go, and just pulse it. Small, small movements. Try and keep that knee in that position, don't dip the knee, keep it up, and just pulse it.
Approaching 15 seconds, 15 seconds.
And switch, straight up with that other leg, up it goes, and pulse. Small movements. Don't drop that knee down, keep it up, and pulse.
3, 2, 1, and relax.
And relax, good work. Okay, this one, I think we haven't done this one yet, so we're going to have a go at it. It is the squat thrust. So obviously, members of ours, you know how to do this one. Again, take it to your pace. We're going to have the knees up to the elbows, and then you just take them straight out into that press-up position. And then they come back in. Okay, if you can't do that, or you want to do the lower one, just walk the feet out. Walk the other one, bring it in, bring it in. Your choice. Okay, when we're ready, or actually, if you want to go intermediate, so I didn't show you that one, just switch in. One foot, then the other foot. Okay, your choice. When you're ready, off we go. So just walk it in, walk it out, walk it in, walk it out. You choose. Or you might want to, so one leg.
15 seconds.
Or the two knees. Up and out. In and out. You choose. I'm going to walk it because I've got to pull the shoulder.
3, 2, 1.
Well done. And standing. Good work. And again, big breath in. And breathe out. And in. And breathe out. Okay, going back onto the floor. This time, put one knee behind you in a hurdle position. If you can't do that, you've got to pull your knees. Bring it in to the groin. You choose which way. Taking that leg out. If you've got it in this position, trap that knee and slide forward. Bigger stretch. And big stretch up and down to that front knee. And just holding it there. Nice big stretch. Good work. And coming up slowly, swapping the legs over. Your choice, whether it's this way or the hurdle position. Okay, when you're ready, big breath in and down and hold. Wherever's comfortable for you. Try and pull yourself a bit closer to that knee. Hold it. 2, 1, and relax. Take both knees out, give them a big shake, and stand it up. Okay, good work everybody, and goodbye.
I hope you're still with us, still not over popping and panting. Thanks for Mr. Moss, have done a great job. Just to let you know, after word of the week today, we're looking at respect. Now, some of you guys will be going back to school this week, first time for a few months. So we've had the 4 months off, then we've had the 6 weeks holiday. So again, you might be feeling a little bit anxious, but remember, there'll be new people you're meeting, you get new classmates, new teachers, and respect. Think about it all the way, because how people meet you for the first time is how they can perceive you. Now, respect is not just a fist bump or a word. It's an action. It's how you treat people, how you talk to people, how you treat their belongings, and what you say about people. Be mindful of that all the time, because it's amazing what you say echoes of what you think and how you feel. So try and remember respect. So whether it's going back to work for a long time, being a bit anxious, but again, when you are being respectful to people, they'll be respectful of you. They might be rude to other people, but it's amazing. Even the people that are rude, be respectful to them, and you'll be surprised how they change their attitude to yourself. Don't do it just for gain, do it for personal development. So remember and think about respect in your everyday walk of life. When you're talking to the person in the shop, or you talk to passing people in the streets, a polite greeting is respectful. People are worried, people are nervous at the moment, still. And there still will be. So let's give them respect of their distance. We're doing it in the academy. Even though the people who are trained with us haven't got any symptoms, because we ask you not to come to the system, to the academy if you've got any symptoms. But we're showing respect to those that are feeling a bit uncomfortable with it at the moment. So it's a new time for all of us, something hopefully we'll never see again in our lifetimes. But it's a time that we need to pull together and show that respect. Well, the thought of the day, and this is by Lewis Carroll, and I find that actually quite impressed with. It's no use going back to yesterday because I was a different person then. And that's what training the martial arts, that's what personal development, that's what your thoughts and actions are today, maybe not what they were yesterday or yesteryear. So again, nice one there. And again, it's nice to think of these. It just keeps us inspired to what we want to be doing. It's no use going back to yesterday because I was a different person then. And that's by Lewis Carroll. Thank you very much for joining us today. There was a bit of a technical hitch at the beginning of the microphones, but we've got that sorted out. Hopefully, otherwise I've been talking to myself. But failing that, I'm going to thank you again for joining us. And again, thanks to James for all his hard work backstage and my new accomplice here. We thought we'd add a bit of glamour. Right, from there, we're finished there. And have a great weekend.
but right. Technically, I'm doing this on the end of the stream because I've tested this and it's worked fine. So it seems to be intermittent. And now we've done a live stream and it's been, we've had the issue. So I'm just on the mic at the moment, on the microphone input on the iMac that we're using. So if I fade up the Blackmagic analog audio in, you'll see the issue that we're having. So this is taking the feed from our Pro Tools rig. You probably can't hear what I say at the moment because it's juddering and going like it's got some sort of buffer underrun issue. You'll see the issue that we're having. So this is taking the feed from our Pro Tools rig. You probably can't hear what I say at the moment because it's juddering and going So, having run the test, turn the laptop audio off while we're monitoring. So, having run the test, and it worked fine. Obviously, I'm a bit. I don't know what's going on because the current setup we're using. During the stream, in order to try and stop it, I switched between 3 separate cables. So this is the first cable we bought. And we were having the issue, and I spoke to your Blackmagic support. Can't remember the guy's name, began with an M. Anyway, it'll be on the notes. He recommended that we get the actual Apple version. I'd already, in the meantime, bought this £70 cable. So we've spent, now Apple's cable is about 40 quid, something like that. That's actually in use at the moment. So that's the Apple Thunderbolt 3. So Apple Thunderbolt 3 connected to the correct port. So I'm guessing I'll have to get this unit over to you guys to sort of check it. And then into the back of the iMac. And it's a Mac, about this Mac. So we're running OBS Studio. That's the Blackmagic device audio. The actual, I can do this as a screen capture, can't I, on OBS? That'd be easier. Desktop, display capture. Okay, I can't do a screen capture right now, but basically if I go about this Mac, pull focus on that, that's the spec of it. So it might be that the machine itself just doesn't have enough grunt, but then it was weird that it did work some of the time. And also, what else do we need to know? So yeah, settings for the Blackmagic device were as follows. So Ultra Studio 4K Mini is the input device. We're using SDI, we're using analog audio connection so that we can like balance the audio using compressors and stuff. We left it on auto. Color space default. I tried changing this. I don't know whether it would do anything. We tried using buffering and we tried not using buffering. I tried powering it off. I tried using a variety of other cables. powered it off, repowered it off, and just this session we've never had the audio working correctly through the Blackmagic. So I guess it's over to you guys to sort of try and troubleshoot that and figure out what we need to do.